In the next lesson, we'll be taking polynomial equation story problems and solving the problem. Now, this is pretty easy right here. You got to read it first. From the years 1987 to 2003, the number of indoor movie screens in the U.S. can be modeled by the equation m equals negative 11 t to the third power plus 267 t to the second power minus 592t plus 21,600. M represents the number of movie screens, and T represents the number of years since 1987. Find how many movie screens were in the U.S. in the year 2000. So they give you the equation pretty much, and you just need to write it right here. Just copy the equation down. You don't need to come up with the equation yourself on these problems. They will give it to you. So M equals negative 11 t to the third plus 267 t to the second minus 592t plus 21,600. Now, at the end of the problem, the only other number I see really is 2,000. 2,000 is the replacement value. So replacement value is 2,000. Now, I got to decide which variable that would represent. Well, M's a movie screens, and 2,000 is not a movie screen, so it's not going to go in for M. T is a year since 1987. Okay, it's years. Okay, so it's going in for T. So I'm going to circle all my T variables. But you don't want to put 2,000 in for it because it says since 1987. So you need to subtract 1987, and that's 13. So you're going to be putting 13 in for all of these T's. So M equals negative 11 t to the third plus 260, or sorry, parentheses 11 to the third because we're putting 11 in for t, plus 267, and then parentheses 11 to the second minus 592 parentheses 11 plus 21,600. Okay, so the only letter I'm left with is M. And the M is just to the first power, and it's all by itself, so you can just plug the expression in on your calculator. So I have negative 11 or sorry, don't put 11. Shoot, I need to redo this. Okay. 13 is going in for the T's. Okay, 13. So M equals negative 11 parentheses 13 to the third plus 267 parentheses 13 to the second minus 592 parentheses 13 plus 21,600. And now I can plug the expression into my calculator to solve for the M. So negative 11 parentheses 13, and that's to the third power, so I hit the power button here, and 3. Plus 267 parentheses 13 to the second minus 592 parentheses 13 plus 21,600. Okay, 34,860. And that's the answer. Okay, next problem. The weight of an ideal round cut diamond can be modeled by the equation W equals 0.0071 d to the third minus 0.09 d to the second plus 0.48 d. W represents the diamond's weight and D represents the diameter through the middle of the diamond. What's the weight of a diamond with a diameter of 15 millimeters? So they give you the equation. When you're given the equation, you don't have to come up with it for yourself. You want to write it. D to the third 0.09 d to the second plus 0.48 d. Okay, replacement. The replacement value has to be 15, and it's 15 millimeters. Okay. So W's the weight. Millimeters isn't a weight, so it's not going to go in for W. Millimeters is the diameter. Okay, so that's going in for the D variables, all of them. Okay, so W equals 0.0071, and then parentheses 15 to the power of 3, minus 0.09, parentheses 15 to the power of 2, plus 0.48, parentheses 15. Okay, and then you can just plug, you can find what W equals, because it's all by itself, and then by plugging that in. So 0.0071, parentheses 15 to the third, minus 0.09, parentheses 15 to the second, plus 0.48, parentheses 15. 10.9125. I'm just going to put 10.9 down here. Okay, and that's really all you do. Your replacement value here is 1995, but remember, you need it's since 1980, so you need to subtract those to find your replacement value.